Market update. Agent B, update us on the real estate market.
It's the same thing every week, man. If you get my market update email, I feel like at the beginning of every market update email, I go, hey, inventory is down, interest rates are down, more buyers coming to the market than ever before, prices are going up. It doesn't change right now. It's just like, I feel like every Wednesday is Groundhog Day. I feel like Bill Murray just like, morning campers, Groundhog Day. That's really what it is right now. I mean, the market is just, it's gotten to a point right now, and it's been this way since probably the end of last year. And it's just gotten crazy in the last few months to where it's almost like it's stagnant, but in such a volatile way. You know, it's just like we're in a war that won't end.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, that's where the market's at right now.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Interesting is a nice word for it. It's bananas.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of bananas, what you were saying, they'll probably last longer. What is it?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you list a house with me today and put a bunch of bananas on your counter at the same time, the bananas are going to last longer than your house is going to last on the market. You'll still be able to eat those bananas by the time we are in escrow, guaranteed. I should put that on a billboard. I guarantee your bananas will be fresh by the time I put you in escrow, or I'll buy you more bananas.
That's a good one. It's not a hard promise to keep.
Yeah, like in 2006, people used to have billboards all over the place. Like, if I don't sell your house in 30 days, I'll buy it. You're not buying anybody's house. It's being sold in a weekend. It's not a hard promise for sure.
Let's dive into the numbers a little bit. Okay, Agent B, let's go into this chart here, this Orange County expected market time.
I mean, if you look at it right now, I mean, look where we're at. We're that red line with the arrow is pointing at it, the little yellow arrow. That's where we're at right now. And then you look at the stuff above us, like 2006, 2007. I mean, we're not even close to where, like, getting close to like a balanced market or a buyer's market. We're so many points below that. So it's just, it's insane right now. That's the expected time on market, I think, in Orange County is less, like 14 days or less. On average. And so, I mean, you can see it right there where if you're hoping for that buyer's market on that blue line, you can forget it. If you're hoping for that purple one up there for 2007, yeah, that's not happening anytime soon.
That's the one, the highest one right there.
Absolutely, yeah. When they talk about over 150 days of deep buyer's market, and that one was up to 400 days on market at one point. People are thinking about the crash or here it comes or the bubble we talked about before. I was like, I don't see a bubble anywhere. This we got a while.
Okay, so what about active listings? What's going on?
I mean, active listings, we're dropping. I mean, we talked about a couple of weeks ago, we were up like 6%, and we're down 4%. Now we're down again another percentage point. I mean, look at that little red line down there. From 2018 to 2021, or 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, you can see where active listings were at this point on those other times. And so, I mean, this is for Orange County. So you're talking about, 2,200 maybe active listings in the whole place where, a year ago we're at over 5,000. So, I mean, it's just, we're less than half of the available inventory right now. It's just, we need you to list your house, please.
Yes. Just from a year ago, too, which is like not very long.
From 1 year ago.
Right. And you think
that much lower. And that was coming out of a pandemic. Think of it that way, too. We're 2 months coming out of our 15-day lockdown to flatten the curve. And we're just a couple months out of that. We still had a ton of listings, and now it's just like, no, not so much.
I'm just curious. It's like, when are people going to start listing their houses? And I'm sure I'm not the only one.
The same thing happened in 2007. People were sitting there wondering, waiting, trying to time it. We keep talking about trying to time it. Are you trying to time it to get an extra 3%?
Right.
An extra 3% on $700,000 is $21,000. But what if you time it wrong and you get 3 or 5% less? If you get 3% less instead of 3% more, that's now a $40,000 swing the wrong direction. So people are trying to time it, that type of thing. But okay, now is the time. I guarantee you right now, if you call me and say, should I sell my house? And I send you the graph, and maybe we'll pop one up here. We've done that before, but I send you the map of what's available in your area, and you see there's not one house for sale in your area. It's like a good time to sell.
Right.
It's like being the only Girl Scout in a city selling Girl Scout cookies. You're winning the award. So most cookies sold.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a good analogy. Let's go to this demand chart we have here for Orange County.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. So demand right now is similar to 2020 right now. because people were coming out of the pandemic. They wanted houses. They realized that if I'm already now locked down for 2 or 3 months in this house with all these people, i.e. family members, they're like, I need a bigger house. I need a pool. I need a backyard. I need an office to get away from everybody, whatever it is. We need rooms for distance learning, whatever's happening, because look what happened. We went through it. School year started. More than half the public schools, I think, went to full distance learning. Didn't have kids in class. So now you got kids all over you and you're at home working as well. So the demand was still pretty high last year, but we're going to see, you watch, that number is going to get above the green one, guaranteed, by August. That's going to keep going, because I think the last couple of months, we've had a record number of people filing for loan applications again, and it's been every month almost we've had that happening. So you're going to see demand continue to go up as more competition comes into the market as far as buyers go.
And that chart right there, like the green line, what year is that? Is it
2020? That's last year.
Oh, so that's...
Look where it was last year at this time. It was way down there, but then by July it pumped up. Really, we're almost like in the summer sales season right now. We have been for the last couple months, and so that's what I'm saying. You're going to see that red line pass that other one by, I mean, whatever the numbers are there per 30-day pending snapshot. We're at what, a little over 2,000 or 3,000. We're going to be at almost 4,000 by August, September.
Right. Yeah, it's going to just go over. That's good. You can kind of see how the market's like. You can literally see it in the chart, like visually. Like, hey guys, like we're not just saying this stuff.
Don't take my word for it. There it is.
Right. What about the luxury market in Orange County? Like,
this is one of the most interesting things. Is the luxury market, because usually the luxury market is just it's like a tortoise in the hair race, type of thing. It really is. It takes so long to move inventory. And if you look at it last year, like go to that bottom one, 540 days on market usually for something over $4 million. It's 75% less, or however you want to say it, almost 4 times more a year ago than it is now. But it's only like 2% of the market, or share of current demand. It's only 2% of the demand, but it takes 4 times less to get a house now. That means even luxury homes are going on the market coming off. But look at 2 million to 4 million, which is crazy, which means people have money out there that they have in their current homes, maybe like equity, things like that. They're selling, now they're getting into the next level of homes, $2 to $4 million. Look at that craziness. It's almost 10 times less time to close a house now than it was a year ago. 41 days versus 368 days.
Yeah, it's a huge jump.
It took from a year to a month, basically. There's almost the difference now in how fast houses are selling. So that shows you the demand is even at the higher levels. And so even the higher level people are like going, maybe I'll sell my house. Maybe whether it's their first house, second house, investment house, whatever it is, beach house, it's a rental. Maybe it's time to sell that and max out right now on my money. And that's really what's happening with that.
That's insane. Because just even conceptually to think about, like from going from a year to 40 days, like that's a huge jump.
And I mean, look at 1 million to one and a quarter. 15 days to 120 days. I mean, it's insane.
Right.
Like those houses used to be forever. Now it's just like anything under $1 million, you may as well forget it. Look at that, 16 days in the market. Right. Anything under 1 and a quarter, 15 days in the market. Anything under 1.5, 22 days in the market. It's just like, those people used to go, well, let's just see what we'll get. Not so much anymore. Let's put it on the market and you're going to find out what you're going to get. We had a client look at one of the houses I had for sale for $1.9 million. They came in, put an offer on it at $1.81. They didn't get it. They said, well, they didn't have any more money. We said, no, too bad. We sold to someone else for like 1.82, 1.83. Those same people that said they didn't have any money went up the hill and bought a house for $2.28 million. So number one, don't lie to agent B. Number two, go get the house you really want if you can afford it. And so they went and grabbed the house right up the hill, $2.28 million.
It's funny how like that works sometimes.
And 1,000 square feet smaller, and a lot that was about 5,000 square feet smaller too. The big electrical pole running across the back of the house. I'm like, hey, luxury house, good for you.
Yeah. That's always interesting. Sometimes you wait, and then when your gut, like, all right, this is the one,
Yeah, and trust me, they would have bought the house I was selling at 1.82 or whatever we sold it for, and put $300,000 into it. They would have had a much better house than the one they bought up on the hill. Crazy, but hey, we live and we learn.
Yeah. What about some other charts here? We have the Southern California housing chart.
Well, I mean, that's really just kind of tells you all the different cities in the area, right? Mm-hmm. And just breaks the whole thing down. You can go city by city. I mean, we could break them all down, but it'd be easier just to hit me up at @AgentB Realtor on Instagram, or DM me, or message me here on YouTube, or whatever we're on right now. And I can break it all down for you and we can take a look. So, because there's a lot of counties in Orange County, all the properties. I basically said all the properties in the different counties. Like I said, there's just so many different counties, but you can look at them. Let's see how many active properties there are, in each one. Ventura County, 551 properties, demand time, all that type of stuff. Orange County, 2,200 properties. And distress, the funny thing is you look at the next one, distressed properties, nothing out there.
Right, yeah.
People are waiting for all these short sales and distressed properties to hit the market, and they're just not hitting the market. And we're talking about forbearance, I think there's some crazy number, 10 million homes are in forbearance right now. 10 million around the country where people have basically been able to skip their payments, and that's supposed to end as of June 1st. And then everyone thinks all these houses are going to just flood the market.
That's what I keep hearing, yeah.
But people have so much equity in these homes that they're going to be able to refinance them, we get a loan modification or something like that. It's just, you're not going to see it. It's not like it was in 2007, 2008, where these people had nothing and they were upside down. They had to short sell it. We are going to see more inventory come out, but again, we saw that other thing with the demand list going like a rocket. You're gonna have so much demand, it doesn't matter. The inventory is going to come out, and I just don't see it slowing the market down because you have so many buyers demanding it, and more coming to the market every day, at every price point. It's so rough being a realtor in it, I tell you.
I've been reading that a lot of employers are calling their workers back, but then a lot of them are making arrangements to just continue to work remotely, which I think kind of feeds into that, the demand for housing.
Yeah, absolutely. Why would I go back in when I've been at home successfully for a year?
We've clearly proven out this concept.
Yeah.
A lot of us can work from home, and it's cool.
Well, I'm in the office right now.
But
can't all be like the cool nerds from LA data nerds.
Yeah, you're on the go. You're on your car is your office.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Well, thanks for that market update.
Yeah, it's a crazy one. Maybe we'll do one in the next couple of weeks. Maybe every couple of weeks. We don't just pound people every week. Like I said, it's Groundhog Day.
Happy Groundhog Day.
Yeah, that's right. Why are you still here? I guess you must have loved that video. So if you did, look over there, click right over there, and check the next one out. Maybe it's just as good. You never know. All right, that's it. Gotta go. See ya.